What's up guys, welcome back. As you can see, I'm back in the kitchen with Kimmy. That means it's time for another dessert recipe because I had to call in the big guns. Today, I'll be showing you guys how to make a delicious strawberry shortcake from scratch with a homemade whipped cream topping. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right guys, meet me in the kitchen, let's make it happen. First things first, Kimmy, tell me about these ingredients that we're using today.
So we have some fresh strawberries, some all-purpose flour, some whole milk, sugar, baking powder, salt, baking soda, and some cold unsalted butter.
All right, so first things first, Kimmy's telling me that we have to mix our dry ingredients. We have some all-purpose flour here. Tell me about the baking soda and the baking powder. Why do we need both?
So the baking soda is to help it spread, and the baking powder is to help it rise. So you need a little bit of both.
I like it. Going to go in with that, and then we're gonna add the sugar and give it a mix. Can't forget the salt. As always guys, the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out.
And this episode is sponsored by Audible. If you know me, you know I'm an avid reader, and I love Audible because they offer incredible selections of audiobooks across every genre, from bestsellers to new releases to celebrity memoirs, mysteries, thrillers, motivation, wellness, business, and more. Audible also lets you enjoy all of your audio entertainment in one app. You'll always find the best of what you love or something new to discover. Personally, I think reading the right books is one of the best ways to change your life for the better, and that's why I want to recommend Audible to you. And once you become a member, you get full access to a growing selection of included audiobooks, Audible originals, and podcasts. I travel quite a bit, and Audible makes those long plane rides and road trips so much more of an enjoyable experience. I'm currently reading Phil Knight's Shoe Dog for the second time to channel my inner entrepreneur on these road trips. With thousands of titles to choose from and podcasts to listen to, I think you should give it a try. Today, visit audible.com/MrMakeItHappen or text Mr. Make It Happen to 500-500. That's audible.com/MrMakeItHappen or text Mr. Make It Happen to 500-500.
All right, so now that we have the dry ingredients mixed, tell me what we got to do next, Kimmy.
We're gonna add them to this big old bowl.
Dry ingredients going in.
Then we're gonna add the cold butter and start cutting it in.
I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna watch you.
So I'm gonna use my hand to do this. You can use a pastry cutter to do this, but you wanna get the butter into pea-sized pieces because you want little flakes of butter all through these biscuits. So when it melts in the oven, you'll have pockets of butter.
I know that's right.
So we don't love butter. So I'm gonna break it up a little bit.
It's kind of like the same technique as making like a crumble, right?
Exactly, just like that. You don't want them to be too small, but you want them to be small enough to where you roll it out, you see the butter. If you can't see the butter, you ain't doing it right. All right.
All right, so now that we have the cold butter incorporated in the flour, Kimmy's gonna add the whole milk, and I'm gonna mix to incorporate, and then we'll pour this out and start to knead it. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Kimmy kind of gave me the rundown off camera, guys.
We're gonna let Matt use his muscles to knead it because we ain't doing all that.
Yeah, you can skip arm day in the gym if you want to make these biscuits. Quick pro tip, guys, you always want to flour your counter or whatever working surface you'll be using. That way your dough doesn't stick. Scrape this out of our bowl.
And let Matt get to work. It's gonna be a little bit wet. It's okay, just keep on going.
Another good pro tip is to flour your hands along with the cooking surface. That way all the dough doesn't stick to your hands. And then we're just gonna keep kneading the dough until it comes together nicely, like it's starting to do here. Good. And now we're gonna use Kimmy's muscles to roll out the dough.
He did all the hard work, so I'm just rolling it out to about 1 inch to 1/2 inch thick. They are going to rise, so you don't want to roll them out too high or too flat. Then we get our biscuit cutter. Make sure you flour that as well. Take a little bit right there. Straight down, straight up. Get as many as you can out of this.
I might need some sausage gravy for the leftovers. And now I have a buttered baking sheet. You can use cooking spray if you want. Butter makes everything better though.
Just lay them on as many as you get on the sheet. If they touch, it is okay. Add 6.
If they touch, it helps them rise, right? Or did I?
They rise more evenly if they touch.
Gotcha.
So it might be a little lopsided, but they get sliced in half and dumped with like strawberries and whipped cream, so it really don't matter.
I like it.
Now they're ready for the oven.
What temperature?
450 for 12 to 14 minutes.
Beautiful. Next, my friends, it's time to prep some strawberries. In order to do so, you need yourself a nice sharp knife. I happen to know a guy that has one. They may be sold out by the time this video comes out, but if they're not, you can grab one via the link in the description box. We're gonna slice these strawberries in half. Kimmy showed me this little precious tip. I think, would you call it a heart cut?
Yeah, like a little heart cut. Make the strawberry look like a little heart. Make it all cute and shit.
Did I do it?
No.
No? Can you show me?
Yes. That's a heart. It's a big heart. Look.
I'll take that one.
So you want to take the littlest section, kind of just taking the green stuff off while also making the strawberry look cute at the same time.
A little presentation tip.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it. So for the rest of these, we're just gonna take the top off like so. And now for one of my favorite parts, it's time to butter the biscuits.
We're gonna throw a little butter on top of each of them. Make them nice and shiny.
Oh man.
And then Matt is gonna top it with a little sugar.
Or a lot of sugar if you're feeling frisky.
Can never go wrong with too much sugar. Well, yes you can apparently.
This is not medical advice, my friends.
All right, sugar man, you're doing that good. Got something right.
You're talking about my strawberry hearts?
Yes.
We'll use all of this sugar.
Perfect.
Can I eat one of these straight up?
Yep.
So now we're gonna take this potato masher and mash up these strawberries. We still want it to be nice and chunky, not necessarily a puree. And then Kimmy's gonna add in some sugar.
Just a little bit of sugar. Mix it
You
up.
could also put this in like a food processor and just pulse it once or twice, right? You can get in there with your hands too and break it up. This was the first potato masher, I believe, the hand. So you want it to have nice, small chunks like you see right here. And then to balance the flavor profile, we got some sugar in there. We're gonna add a little bit of acidity to kind of cut through that, bring everything together.
And then just a pinch of salt.
Now Kimmy's gonna make us some delicious homemade whipped cream topping. Going in with about 1.5 cups of heavy cream to get the party started.
And then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Mix it up together first and then start blending. We're gonna add a bit of vanilla bean gel.
If you can't find this, can you use vanilla extract?
Sure can.
Perfect.
And then add a little bit more powdered sugar and blend until it's thick, like me. All right, now once you have some soft peaks like this, it's time to plate it up.
You can take a look at the consistency. Absolutely perfect. Kimmy's killing it as usual. And it tastes amazing. And now it's time to plate this up. Kimmy's got me in here starving. I'm ready for a taste test. The first thing we're gonna do is go down with a little bit of this strawberry puree that I made off camera. Basically, all we did was puree the strawberries with a little powdered sugar to thicken it up. Mostly for presentation, totally optional. Just enough to cover the bottom. Give our biscuits a bed.
These are pretty biscuits. Gotta open it up.
All right, so next, we're going down with our crushed strawberries right on the biscuit. And then Kimmy's coming behind me with the whipped cream.
You can use as much or as little as you want. I want a lot. Now we're gonna lay our little strawberry hearts, apparently, on here.
Some of them are hearts.
Some of them made it. As many as you like.
And now for the top of the biscuit, we're just gonna lean it on there. Oh man, this is gonna be good. And I believe this is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. Now I just need a fork so I can get in here for a taste test. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, time to dig in here for a taste test. I can't wait any longer. Oh man, make sure we get one of these strawberries. Because why the hell not?
That's it right there.
You did it again.
That's it right there.
Make sure you guys subscribe to Kimmy's channel as well. I'll link to it in the description box. Thank you again for letting me come over and show me another delicious dessert recipe. And with that being said,